What's up, everybody? Super Crazy AM here, bringing another NBA 2K14 my team video. Guys, what's going on with y'all? I want to talk about this whole Jason Kidd fiasco. I mean, coming from a Nets fan. So, sit back, relax, and these are just my opinions on the whole situation. Now, let me start off by saying, I don't know what in Jason Kidd's right mind thinks he should take over basketball operations. Like, dude, listen, man. You just retired last year from being a player. You were instantly a coach when nobody else in the fucking league would even give you a coaching job, okay? The Nets go and do that. You coach for 1 year. You have a stacked team. Yes, we didn't have Brook Lopez. But we got the fucking 6th seed in the East, mind you. Alright? And then we lose in the second round to the Heat, okay? In 5 games nonetheless. What makes you think that you should take over basketball operations? Are you fucking crazy? Now listen, he probably would have done that eventually if he stayed with the Nets for a while. But for him to do that after the first year of coaching is just fucking mind-boggling. And it's irritating. Because in his mind, he thinks he earned it. You didn't earn shit, bro. You didn't earn anything at all. You didn't even, as a player, yes, you earned it, and that makes it even worse for me, is because he used to be my favorite player before he started his whole thing back in the day. He started with the migraines, and when he left the Nets, he said he should have been on the other side of the river, talking about the Knicks, and all that other nonsense. It was irritating. They brought the dude back. And then he goes and does this shit right before free agency. I think free agency starts tomorrow, and now he's acting a fool today. I mean, come on, man. Well, this crap been happening for the past 2 days. I just haven't made a commentary on it. But I mean, like 2-3 days before free agency, and you're gonna give a big, you're gonna act like a fucking idiot. I guess this shit all unfolded on draft night. He wanted the Nets to trade Brook Lopez and Mirza Teletovic for Larry Sanders and the hell is it? Ersan Ilyasova. Are you fucking nuts? Listen, Larry Sanders can't stay healthy like Brook Lopez, alright? Yes, Larry Sanders is a defensive beast and all, but he's not Brook Lopez is an offensive monster. He would put Larry Sanders to shame. That's just my opinion, okay? Now, Ilyasova over Mirza, I'd do that all day long, no problem. But not that 2-for-2 deal. He lost his mind when the Nets, when Billy King said hell no to that. I guess Jason Kidd just lost his mind because he wanted to be involved in whatever the players decision or who he would be coaching and fitting into his system and all that other nonsense. But I mean, come on, bro. You're not the GM. You're the coach, man. You shut the fuck up. You take the players that you have, and you coach the players that you have. And that's that, man. And you live with it. You find ways to make the players that you have on your team better. That's what you do. That's how you coach. You don't go out and nitpick at the GM telling him who the hell to bring it. Man, listen. You play with the players you have, and you make them work. That's what you do. You make them work. That's what I would do. Of course, you need superstars to win this league. The Nets have a team that was stacked last year. Yeah, were they all older? Of course they were older. They're older players. But, I mean, what the hell are you going to do? Everybody gets old eventually. We just happen to have a couple more on our team than other teams usually do. But, yeah, man. And now the Nets and the Bucks, they're haggling over. The Nets want a first-round pick for Jason Kidd, and the Bucks only want to give up a second-round pick or 2 second-round picks or some shit like that. The Nets have the leverage here. I mean, because in reality, the Nets can say, you know what, if you don't give me the first-round pick, then I'm just going to reassign or reassess, whatever the hell you want to call it, Jason Kidd. He could go home, sit on the fucking couch and do nothing. Or he could write me reports and, we'll just hire a new coach and let him think about that for the next 3 years that he's on a contract for. And he won't get his way, which his way would be to go to the Bucks and take over basketball operations over there. So, And I don't even know why the Bucks would even let him. I know there's a bunch of mixed reports saying, you know, it's not for basketball operations job, it's for his coaching job. The Bucks have a fucking coach in Larry Drew. What are you gonna do? To fire this dude? It's a hot mess. It is a hot mess, and it's all created by Jason Kidd and his selfish, greedy, egotistical mind of his, and it makes me sick. And to be honest, I wasn't too fond of having him as a coach anyways, because I'm like, you know, what offense is he gonna run? What defensive schemes is he gonna use to stop other teams? And he didn't impress me throughout the whole entire season. Didn't impress me at all. Maybe 2 games he coached really good, in my opinion, where he didn't, you know, fuck up at some point in time. Rotations were screwed up. I mean, alright, you know, maybe I bitched too much about the coaching or whatever, but the last coach that I liked for the Nets was Byron Scott, and that was a long fucking time ago. That was a long time ago. Ever since I didn't like Avery Johnson, I didn't like PJ Carlissimo, I didn't like Jason Kidd as a coach. I didn't mind Lawrence Frank when he first started out with the Nets, but towards the end when he had that shitty ass team, yeah, that wasn't feeling that at all. So and Nets have coaching options right now too. They could go after George Karl, which is a good coach. I wouldn't mind having George Karl. Lionel Hollins, he's another good coach. I would love to have a defensive-minded coach, and that's what the Nets need. I would really enjoy that. Mark Jackson, I would take Mark Jackson in a freaking heartbeat too. You know, there's a bunch of good coaches out there. Jeff Van Gundy's another one. I would take Doug Collins. I mean, there's tons of coaches out there. I'm just pissed off this is happening before free agency. Not that the Nets have a ton of money or anything to spend or anything like that, because we don't have shit. We don't have no damn money. But, you know, it hurts our chances of re-signing our own players and getting, you know, the end of the bench type players. You know what I mean? Like that 14th and 15th roster spot. You know, the veterans who take the vets at minimum and, you know, shit like that. You know, it kind of fucks shit up because, you know, Jason Kidd is pulling this crap. But I hope it all gets settled really soon, and this can all be done and over with, man. To be honest with you, I don't care what happens. Nets can take a first, second round pick. Whatever they want to do, that's up to them. To be honest, I'd be cool with them taking a second round pick and telling Jason Kidd to kick rocks and then beating his ass afterwards. That's fine by me. Or they could fight for the first round pick because they have the, you know, the leverage here. So I mean, whatever they want to do, they could do, and you know, perfectly fine with me. But Jason Kidd has to go, and he cannot coach the Nets next year, and that's just my opinion. Irritated, frustrated, all that in the above. This guy could get the hell up out of here, man. But do me a favor, guys. If you like the video, share it. If not, do what you do. Super Crazy M. I'm out. Peace.
The three from Corver. Rebounded by Hardaway. Russell kicks to Hardaway.